here, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my perspective or my view of basically emerging pathogens. You know, they can happen at any time. If we look back through history, it seems like every couple of years there's something new that pops up, right? We've had SARS, swine flu, Ebola. You know, it seems like there's always something that's coming up and causing problems. And this one right here is causing worldwide problems, isn't it? Because they're trying to stop the spread, which is really good. I think that's good. But there's a lot of information and a lot of misinformation. And all I basically want to do is just make it as simple as possible for my technicians. So all I'm going to do is give you my perspective and what I'm sharing with my carpet cleaning, my water restoration, and my pest control technicians. So how's the number looking in there, Jay? Starting to pick up a little bit? Okay, just a few? All right. That's okay. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and get started here in about 30 seconds or so. And I'll go ahead and have my son, Rob, if you're on here, go ahead and share this with the group. Share it with Truck Mount Forums, and I'll make a copy of this and put it on YouTube. All I want to do is make it simple, practical, and easy to understand so you can relay it to your employees however you want to relay it, because I'm going to go at this right now as a disclaimer. I want to start this off with a disclaimer. This is basically what I've learned and the information that I have, and it's not complete whatsoever. Okay? However, it is what I've learned, it is what I've studied, and what I've talked about to people who are in different positions in our industry, and I feel like that it would just be good to share it. And if you have information, feel free to share it in this thread, and I'll go ahead and add it to it. Now, that being said, I want to basically let people know, and a lot of people might not know this already, but I'm licensed with the EPA in the state of agriculture to apply pesticides in the state of Virginia. What does that mean? That means that I can go out and apply pesticide inside of a customer's home as a professional and get paid for it. But if you're not a registered applicator in your state or registered with the state of agriculture or the EPA, you cannot apply it, and if you do, it's a $10,000 fine. However, a customer can take and buy the product and put it in their own home. So there is a exemption for that. Okay, I just kind of want you to understand where I'm going to, you're going to notice as I move on to different products where I'm going with that. And basically I'm going to start it off with, there's an EPA registered number on every product that is registered with the EPA when it comes to pesticides. And why is that? That's because, guess what? This is our number one point. I'm going to break this down into 3 simple points. This is how I broke it down with my technicians. Number 1 is the label is the law. Every time we get recertified, and every year they come through there and they recertify us with the EPA and the state of agriculture, the number one thing they drive into our heads is the label is the law. And let me tell you what, the label is huge, just like a little book on here. And basically what it does is it gives you the right application, the right dilution ratios for every different type of situation, what it can be used on and what it cannot be used on. Okay, well guess what? It's similar when it comes to different products that are disinfectants or sanitizing agents. You notice they have long labels, right? Notice the long labels? Look at this one over here, right? See these long labels? Okay, and if you look on them, you're going to see on the back right there, there you go. It's got an EPA registered number. Why is that? Because the products that are in here and in here are designed to kill. Think about it. A pesticide. Okay? And so you have a product, a side just means kill. And basically have anti-microbials over here. Okay? Or you have a disinfectant. So what these are basically designed to do is to kill certain things. But I'm going to let you know, and that's going to move us into number 2 in a second. Number 1, the label is the law. Make sure you use an EPA registered product. Make sure it's for the proper application. Remember, there are some exemptions, and I'm going to mention, like for pest control, a lot of people don't know it, but nicotine is a pesticide. And if we use pesticide as nicotine as a pesticide, it's a $10,000 fine if we misapply it for each time. However, a homeowner can use it, or they can smoke a cigarette because the cigarette manufacturers are exempt. Should they be? Well, that's a whole nother story. We won't go there. So number 1, the label is the law, and it should have an EPA registration. Make sure it's the proper application for what you're doing. Number 2, make no kill claims. Why do I say that? Well, this is a novel emerging pathogen, isn't it? So this is something brand new that's just coming up. Yeah, some bottles might say it fits this one, but it's not the same pathogen. It's different. It's a different strain. So you can't make any claims. So be careful with your wording, because your wording is your liability. The wording on this is the liability. It's the law. So watch your words. You're not held responsible for that. Remember, this is an enveloped pathogen, and basically what it is, it's got a light film of protein around it. And yeah, it might be easily killed, but it has to be killed with the right products. So number one, the label's the law. Follow the label. Number two, make no kill claims. What's number three? Well, what can you say as a carpet cleaner? Well, I'm telling my technicians, you're not going to go in there and say it's a disinfectant. Because what are you going to do? Clean the carpets and then spray a disinfectant down, which is a ready-to-use product. What happens when it hits the carpet that's wet? Well, you've done destroyed your dilution ratio, and now you've done violated the label of the product. Do not call it a disinfectant. That's what I teach my technicians. Number two, the same thing as a sanitizer. Don't say it's going to be used as a sanitizer, because more than likely you cannot sanitize that whole property, and that's not your job. Now, what we can say and what we're saying is, Mrs. Jones, we can give you a deep clean when we're talking to them on the phone, and we'll apply an antimicrobial for you. Okay, so see how good that sounds? And remember, there's lots of microbes in the carpet. Now, here's how we're doing it. We're teaching our employees to do it, to treat the carpet ahead of time while the carpet is dry and it has some soil in it. But then I'm going to go in there, we're going to do a deep clean. It's really up to you, but you have to think about the ethical nature of either way that you're going to do it. But a deep clean with an antimicrobial. Now, there's a lot of great products out there that have antimicrobial or disinfectant or sanitizing properties, right? But it's not registered with the EPA. So you can't make that claim. But it can be used for a lot of different things. Also, you can go to the EPA and the CDC's website, and you can look and see what's there, and you can also see the ingredients of the products that are being used. So think about that. A lot of times it's peroxides, or it's quaternary ammonias, right? Which are basically quats, or antimicrobials. So you can kind of get your head wrapped around it. So let's go back through the 1, 2, 3 of a carpet cleaner's view. Number one, the label is the law. Follow the label in the proper application. Number two, make no kill claims. Okay? Number three, what can you say? How about we'll use an antimicrobial? UPS is back. That's right. Don't forget, you can get a lot of our products and keep checking back. I know a lot of people are looking for more disinfectants and different products. We have some in stock, some we don't. Just check our website when you get a chance. How about insurance? I like to have the proper insurance. Remember, you probably should have a CPL, which is a controlled pollution liability. That's good to have. If you're concerned about something, you might want to sub it out to somebody, maybe a biohazard, or maybe an HVAC company if they want to do the duct work or something of that nature. Also, don't forget about exposure. You want to clean your products. Maybe wear shoe covers and PPE when you're doing your job, okay? Just follow the label of what it says. It's basically on there. So I'm going to go right back to what I said. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I told you it's going to be nice and simple and quick to the point. My final disclaimer is this is my perspective, and you should do your own research because it's your company and you need to know how you're going to go about doing things. But that's how I've taught my employees. 1, 2, 3, labels the law, make no kill claims, a deep clean with an antimicrobial. Well, I hope this helps you. I'm Rob Allen with Truck Malforms. Have a great day.